Prey on Disney Plus Hotstar is the brand new prequel to The Predator, and we got a chance to speak to its director and producer, Dan Trachtenberg and Jhane Myers. Check it out.
I've never seen anything like it.
I'm not frightened by a bear.
It's not a bear.
First of all, Dan, Jhane, let me say this. I think you guys may have made the first great Predator movie since the original. I was all in when Naru is washing the mud off her and I'm screaming at the screen going, "Don't do that!" Can you talk to me about how you approached this story and what did you see as the core fundamentals from that original film that you wanted to bring back?
I think the core fundamental that we wanted to bring back was that pure tale of survival, man up against a formidable threat, and this movie even more so against the elements, and really deconstructing what strength is. I think the original movie does do that. Our movie, I think, takes that a step further and investigates the code of the Predator and what makes something strong. And you know, it's not just big muscles, and it's not just brains either. You got to have both.
It's heart and grit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really what we wanted to return to, and as you even just pointed out, it's like we really wanted to have more soul than even the original movie did. So making it more of an underdog story and having a character that's far more relatable than a protagonist we usually get in this kind of movie was a big part of it for me.
You guys use language in very interesting ways in the film. Quadrilingual, I guess, if you count the Predator's clicks as a language. But as I was watching it, I was wondering if there was at any point a consideration to use purely the Comanche language or even make it a largely silent film.
Funny you say both those things. Yeah, the very first instinct was, can I make a movie without words?
Cool.
And then
the studio went, "Are you crazy?"
No. Frankly, I got carried away with the story we wanted to tell, and I really fell in love with the story of Nadu and telling this underdog story that I felt like unfortunately, it did need some words. I wanted to be as minimal as possible, but it did need some words. And yes, the initial version was written to be spoken in Comanche.
Very cool.
But now there's this dub version. Now yes. It comes out on Hulu. There will be a version that's entirely in Comanche, and the original actors return to record their voices for that dub, and so people can watch the movie that way, right on the first day of release.
Yes, which is amazing. That's history making.
This is what I'm going to do when I rewatch the film. I think I've got a minute left. So given where the franchise was, and I guess more so with the underwhelming performance of the last film, did that give you more freedom? Like, I mean, even the name of the film, it feels like a studio would be like, call it Predator 1719. You know?
By the way, I thought of that title. I mean, not thought, but I like the idea of calling that. But actually, the very first pitch when I emailed this pitch to the studio was to call it Prey, because the other movie was still in development. So I felt like I had to sell them on the idea that if they're going to be making sort of a main new trilogy or whatever that was going to be, there'd be room to have another set of movies that maybe were in different time periods or whatever, that wouldn't impose itself on what that movie was doing. So it would have this alternate different title. And then now it happened after the movie came out and didn't need to even have that. But the title still works as a mirror of obviously of the main, the original title.
Very cool, guys. Thank you so much. And congratulations on the film. I really had a blast. Before I go, just very quickly, I swear to God, there must be a Shane Black director's cut somewhere out there. Just blink 3 times if there is, Dan, if you've seen it. Come on. Thanks so much. See you later.
You think you're ready?
That was Dan Trachtenberg and Jhane Myers, the director and producer of Prey. Check it out when it drops on Disney Plus Hotstar on Friday, August 6th. Let us know what you think once you do. Sound off in the comments below. Don't forget to check out our other interviews right here on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. You know what to do.
Bye.